You know, it's impossible to know what's going on right now. You know, who it is that we're focusing on 1 minute to the next, you know. Sometimes we're talking about an app. Sometimes we're talking about Washington, D.C. Sometimes we're talking about Utah. Sometimes we're talking about my past employers. Sometimes we're talking about Washington, D.C. Did I say that already? And the complete audacity to dial it back all the way down to whether there's a guy I'm hurt over. You know, oh my gosh. This is brain damage because so much has happened that is by far the last thing that's on my mind. Or even thinking about people from an app that I'm not even thinking about. I'm not even thinking about them. And then and then somebody wants to remind me to think about them, and I don't want to. I really don't want to. Now I realize that it has something to do with a particular job, right? That somebody stole from me and stole resources and everything, opportunities, right? But I learned along the way that, the way things were being handled, maybe it wasn't a safe place for me. I didn't know. I had to leave because it wasn't a safe place for me. And I went to a different app. But then you get the same kind of, same-minded people that are just so hell-bent on competing instead of being their best self and working on their own talent, that it's just, I have no words. The scope of what was done, what you all did in my community. Do you really think I'm worried about a music app? Really? I use the music apps to record songs. I don't compete with any of these people, especially not the new one. I don't do it. And it isn't because, I think I'm just so much better than them. It's not that. It's just that, I have a different motivation. Okay? I'm working on myself. I've learned my lesson. I do not want to... I don't like... The competition thing has just gone so far out of whack that people have forgotten any kind of morals or values or even what they stand for. Even when they are law enforcement, or when you think that the judicial system and oh my gosh, there's so many bigger things going on in this world than what is happening on a music app. I sing songs. You know why? Because it makes me happy and I get to use my talent and use my channel. I love music. I love singing. That's what I do. I've done it all my life. As soon as I was able to speak, even before then, I was singing. I've had professional experiences that have really prepared me, for being on stage. I know what my gifts are. I'm not worried about what everybody else is doing. I'm just growing myself. And I highly recommend that you get on board with that program. Because if you're out there just spending all your time trying to ruin somebody's life because you're jealous or you're competing, then I don't want you around me. You're not professional. You don't have a professional mind. You're not thinking clearly. I don't have time. Right now, I'm thinking about my rights, my human rights, and the crimes that were committed because of these fools, and all of the bigger fools that went along with these fools when they should have known better. Now, I would expect that people that have been in the profession for a period of time would probably take the time to find out what the truth is before they go in all guns a-blazing to go after someone. That's what I would think, right? But of course, you all know, right? You thought, well, she's gonna die. We're just gonna take it from her. Not even thinking, I've got kids. I've got, children that matter to me. Their lives matter. They are an extension of me. okay? And the last thing on my mind in this world is worrying about romance and worrying about people that are clawing each other to death to get somewhere when they should just be focusing on the people that they are. I don't have time to play reindeer games. I don't. This is silly. I don't want to have to re-raise adults that are behaving like children. Even in Washington, D.C., when they could have taken the time to find out who I am. They didn't have to do that. They didn't have to use this situation to send people after me. And we know that's the truth. We know that they sent these people after me. It was a job, a hired hit on my life. And you want me to behave nice or to not see it as it is. And when I think about my life and everything that I've had to endure and all of the artists that I have loved along the way, that really were the ones that inspired my mind and my desire to be in music in the first place, that hurts me the most because I would have given my right arm to work with you. I've loved you. And you already have had your success. You have nothing to gain by harming another artist. You really don't. You know, when someone sings your song, when they sing your song, they love you. They took the time to sing one of your creations because they love and respect you. And that means something to me. It means everything to me. It meant everything to me because of you, because I loved you. No, I don't know who you really are as a person, but I have loved you. You raised me. You don't know that you did, but you did. And how you act today as adults says everything about you, not me. It says everything about you. I want professional experiences with professional people. And I want the law, the Department of Justice, the people that we elect into these offices as to be judges and senators, to do their jobs. You have hurt me more than you could possibly know. And you don't know. You just can't. I want you to understand. You will never actually know for sure. But I know you can empathize. I know because if you were involved with this attack upon me, then you have a good idea what you did, right? Or you wouldn't be squirming so hard to try to figure out how to hide it. Because you're ashamed. You're ashamed of what you've done. I know it. I can feel it. And instead of making it stop like a president would do, he perpetuated it. Keep going. See if you can knock her out. Knock her off, you know? Get rid of her. I want to take her money. Okay, here, I'll give everybody a bunch of money to knock that woman off. Here, I'll hire you, right? Who did they hire to come after me? When I was the one, it was me, before I ever listened to my first tarot reader. I asked on Facebook, President Trump, help me. Sitting over and over again, we the people, help us, my civil rights. Begging for help to find out who I am, who my parents were. And still to this very day, they don't want to confirm that. What happened to me? How I was taken from a hospital in Mobile. Just the insanity that you would not help a child that went through something like this. And that you're holding back and you're trying to hide it. It's not shame that I don't know. It's shame that you did it. You did it. Oh, I don't, I hope you really learn something about yourself and the people that you actually are right here in your mind. Who are you really? Because right now, how can I possibly esteem you if you got involved with this horrific crime for wealth And you had no concern about a human being or the suffering that a person goes through when they have cancer. Did you even consider the emotional and physical stress that you go through when you are given a diagnosis like that? Do you know? Some people do know. And when you expect people to embrace you and support you, and they don't, and they want you dead, and even your own family wants you dead, these people are demon spawn. These are demons for real. They have forgotten everything. And some of you even say that they are religious. They're not religious. They're fallen. They have no idea of anything. They have no idea who God is on any level. I promise you that. They don't. No one with any kind of integrity or respect for God could ever do such a thing to a person, even if they were guilty, to put them out to be hung out to dry, to have them killed, emotionally killed, so that they could steal. Don't ask me. I have contained this for long enough, and you think that I'm supposed to just be nice. Oh, you think this is so that men right now are exactly what I'm thinking about? You know, I have been betrayed by every single man I've known. My father, whoever they are, my fathers, my family. The only men I have ever counted on were my sons. And they're not perfect, but I know they love me. I know that at least one of my daughters loves me. I cannot possibly express how hard it's been to keep my feelings inside going through this investigation. I have literally had to separate myself, my soul, over here to the side while I investigated this. Because I matter. My dreams matter. I matter. And you don't get to tell me my value. That is not your job. That is between God and me. You came after an innocent person. You did. And hey, even had I not been, you were willing to go through a public slaughter of a person. You thought that was just great. You partied and had a great old time. Well, shame on you. Shame on you. And maybe this can turn out fine in the end. But do you know what? I have contained these feelings for so long that I think just being able to tell you what I really think is healthy for me, like it or not. You have no right to do what you did to anyone. I feel very sorry for you, especially the ones that are deeply involved. Don't expect anything from me, okay? I don't care, okay? If you committed a crime, get out of my space. Get off my channel. Leave me alone. Move on. You're not welcome here. You're not welcome around me. And that's the end of that. Thank you for listening.